Welcome, Kamini.
Hello. Hi,
Hi.
everyone. Thank you so much, Walter, and thank you, Martin. Thank you for the introduction. My name is Kamini Aisola. I am the GM of AWS in the Benelux, and I've been with AWS for a little bit over 8 years. So some of you might know I first started out of Luxembourg for 4 years before we opened our first office in The Hague. And I moved to the area, which is where I still live today with my family and where I'm doing this presentation live from today. Um, so let's see if my clicker works. Yes, there we go. So what a disruptive year. Due to COVID-19 situation, we are all impacted. And I know that this is probably the first topic that each one of you discusses every morning when you meet with your colleagues, with your friends, with your family. You're looking at the numbers, you're looking at, what kind of governmental restrictions are being announced. You're just looking at what that means for your own experience of working from home. So we're all juggling between home duties, business duties. I'm doing it just as well as all of you, and I'm just hoping that you're all doing well, staying healthy through all of the flux that we're going through. If I'm honest, I really miss the vibe of the office. I miss these in-person meetings with you. I miss meeting with our customers, with our partners, meeting with my team, meeting with, having serendipitous meetings just when walking out of the cloud building, for example, in Amsterdam. But it's also really interesting to learn from this virtual experience and, frankly, to get many things done while working in a virtual setup, avoiding sometimes the commuting time that I can then invest a little bit more with my family. I think we're all learning a lot through the process, which I'm sure we'll have a lot of things to reflect back upon in due course of time as well. This becomes a new normal, or however else it sort of evolves. Now, this effect of COVID obviously goes far beyond just working from home. On our side, the AWS summits were moved to a virtual format earlier this year, just as the dev days were as well. And actually, all of our in person events were canceled. This event as well had to move online. So, as you all are probably experiencing, events that you might have looked forward to in the past as an occasion to get together have now all moved into this other format. So, I'm really grateful that all of you found the time today to join this first AWS Community Day event in the Netherlands, organized entirely by our really vibrant AWS community. I'd like to first start by saying a huge thank you. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to Martijn, Walter, to Zamira Yupai, to Jeroen Jacobs, Martin Bruntink, to Lev Marketing, hello, and to the many, many sponsors of today's AWS Community Day that is entirely led and organized by you, the community. I know that you put in tons of work to get all of this done, switching from an in-person to an online event, getting in the sponsors, building this great agenda to learn, share best practices, and engage. Now, I'd be really grateful if all of those who are currently watching stay tuned for the next hours. I know that you might have other things on your agenda as well, but it's really important. It's super important to have a thriving community in our region, especially given the circumstances and given what we are facing these days. I know it has also been a challenging year for all of you to meet up with each other and interact as you usually would with the meetups. These community led events are so important to learn from each other and, in fact, to inspire each other. And that's why I thought I would encourage everyone in the community to actively take part in and organize maybe virtual meetings to share insights, ideas, and results, even if it is just for a 30-minute session with some Q&A on a regular basis, bi-weekly, monthly cadence, whatever you can manage, or just to have some fun by organizing a quiz or a hackathon. I'm sure the organizers and the community leaders will be really keen to hear from you, so simply reach out to them to share your ideas. Now, lastly, I'm amazed by the work of our customers, the way that most of them have embraced this tough challenge by innovating and reinventing their business. And this is really inspiring. Despite the circumstances, innovation, in fact, has not paused. In fact, we see an uptick in companies rethinking business models, rethinking the way they work, the way they engage with their end users. The cloud, in fact, seems more important now than ever before. A recent report from McKinsey titled How COVID 19 Has Pushed Companies Over the Technology Tipping Point and Transformed Business Forever. We can share the link with you separately if someone's interested, or a quick Google will actually show up the results. This report shows the rapid shift towards interacting with customers through digital channels has actually accelerated in the last period. So it shows that the rates of adoption are years ahead of where they were when previous surveys were conducted. And that's exactly where you all come in, creating this new world and accelerating innovation. You are in the right spot. In the latest Gartner Magic Quadrant, AWS is mentioned for the 10th year in a row as a leader in the cloud, really moving away from its peers. And if we look at just what's happened in these last days, I see our customers that are rising to the challenge presented by this global pandemic. And I want to take a couple of minutes to just give you a quick few examples. We see AWS customers enabling the community this in the education space and helping with continuity of students' education. During COVID-19, virtual classrooms have become a necessity, as you all know, to ensure that teachers and students stay connected. We experienced that earlier this year when schools were closed for a period of time. And we do see there is a lot of work that's being done to enhance the experience going forward as well, so that students and teachers can remain connected independent of what circumstances they might find it themselves, with a portion of the classes being conducted online or all of it perhaps. So in Belgium, Smart School has been a strong player in providing a live e-learning experience to students to improve collaboration and interactivity. And in only a few weeks, they delivered more than 1 million sessions to more than 400,000 students in Belgium. We also found AWS customers helping to find solutions to immediate caregivers' needs. So earlier in the year, we heard news of the shortage of personal protective equipment, or PPE, for frontline workers. And this inspired two brothers in Amsterdam to come up with a simple and innovative idea to locate surplus gear and redistribute it to people who are most in need. And in fact, their platform, Mondkapjes Nodig, offered people who might have these products, mouth masks, etc., at home or in companies such as beauty parlors or painters, construction workers, etc., to give their stock to the platform. And this platform collected more than tens of thousands of masks for healthcare professionals, working with the Red Cross to redistribute it to those who are most in need. Now, besides these cases, I see every imaginable vertical business segment using AWS in the cloud in a meaningful way. For example, in financial services, you see it with National Nederlanden, Aegon, and Bank. In life sciences and healthcare, you see it with Philips and Skin Vision. In retail, with customers such as Coolblue, Waycamp, Picnic, Yubo, and Takeaway. And in the consumer side, with companies like Heineken. You also see it, of course, in the public sector, where we have government agencies, academic institutions, and nonprofits using AWS. In today's agenda, I see sessions of PostNL and Binder here to share their experiences on innovation and the cloud. These are two of our customers where we've had a very long-standing relationship and who are seeing the benefits of using cloud technology. So many customers, so many stories. Besides this community and our partners, me and my team are here for you. We've been helping thousands of active customers in the Benelux using the cloud. And of course, if you look around and see what's happened over the last 6 years or so, the enterprise has very dramatically changed their view of the cloud and has adopted AWS in every imaginable vertical business segment. We are still accelerating. There remains a very strong demand and shortage of skills for developers, architects, IT pros, data scientists. And this is, in fact, the case for the whole IT market in the Netherlands, as has been reported in various studies. And that's why we keep investing in training and certification programs. We recently had our summer school series with over 2,000 registrations and a back to school initiative to grow AWS skills in the region. In addition, we're also running a new round of our Restart program, which we launched last year to help people reskilling into IT, with several participating partners, including HEMA, PostNL, Randstad, KPN, ABN AMRO, Signify, and Access for All. In fact, we recently graduated 30 students who are ready to get started. And in November, a new group of students will start. And we also the Restart program on October 2nd in Belgium. So if we look into the ecosystem, I see our partners investing in AWS and the competencies, and we're working with global system integrators such as Deloitte, Accenture, Cognizant, and technology partners, including several of them who are expanding their consultants and competencies due to the demand. Just recently, Schubert Phyllis and CloudR became migration or MAP certified partners, as well as Incudo, who also became EC2 for Windows Server and Service Delivery Designation certified. Merapar became DevOps certified, and Levi 9 well architected. So me and my team are working from the 4 offices in the Benelux, Amsterdam, The Hague, Brussels, and Luxembourg. And with the acceleration of the cloud adoption in the Benelux, we keep investing in my team and are hiring account managers, partner account managers, solution architects, trainers, business development people, and professional services specialists, as well as many other job functions to help you to bring your ideas to life. So please don't hesitate to reach out at any point. Let me just take a few more seconds to highlight some of the virtual events that you can take advantage of in the remainder of this year. We just opened up reInvent for registrations. This is our largest event that usually takes place in the US in the November-December timeframe. Last year we had 65,000 visitors, but this year it will be over 3 weeks, running entirely in a virtual setup, completely online, giving you the opportunity to select from over 500 sessions with various expertise levels. So just pick and choose and watch from your home office. We have the Let's Build series, which will be announced on the 12th of November and will be announced soon. And we're also running a vertical webinar session series for manufacturing, retail, and financial services, which are less targeted towards technical audiences, but nevertheless helpful for you as you interact with customers on the business side. And of course, we facilitate our tech office hours, such as the Benelux Tech Hours every Thursday on Twitch, moderated by our developer advocate, Sohan, who I think Walter also introduced earlier as having office hours today. So any niggling questions from the sessions of today can be addressed directly during the tech office hours on Thursdays. With that, I will hope that we can stay closely connected even during these days. I wish you all the best and a great afternoon today. Thank you again for all of the great work, and I'm going to hand it back to Walter.